recording. Hey guys, so today I am going to be painting our Americana flag peace sign. This has become a pretty popular sign of mine. Colors that I have today are black and white, always. We've got drizzle gray, we've got bright red, blue bayou, Mod Podge, and then I also mixed up some of Lori's glitter. I mixed up the Snow White and I believe it was her Stardust, and I just kind of put it in a little bottle and mixed it together. So there's a little bit of silver, a little bit of white. Those are going to go on our stars. So anywho, without further ado, let's get painting. Oh, I need to tilt this down. Give me 1 second. Okay, that looks better. Okay, so I hope everybody is doing good. I have been getting ready for a paint class tonight. We're doing lemon, the lemon slice. Let me see. And I need a towel. There we go. Sorry, guys. All right. So first color that we will use is our bright red. I'm going to use the ice cube tray, the big one. Oh, goodness. Okay. So, oh goodness, I forgot where my stripes start. I apologize. Let's see. I'm so sorry, guys. Okay. That's what I thought. Alright. So our first stripe starts right here. We're just going to go straight across. I do have an etch line, and I did do 2 coats on this, and I just kind of did it all over just to make it easier with trying to find the stripes. I had a little piece of glitter there. Alright, so we're going to just grab the angle brush, go right towards the line, and kind of just pull in our line. It's starting to brush drag, so I'm going to do again. We're grabbing, going straight across here. Keep going. Alrighty. Now, one thing with red, remember that it does require 2 coats. No matter what you do, it's going to require 2 coats. So we're just going to grab right here. Smooth that out. I'm going to grab my edge here as well. Smooth that out. Let's grab the other side. Get that edge. Alright. Okay, our next line is going to be right here. Oh, I forgot to tell you what brush I was using. I'm using a number 8 angle brush, which would probably be about a 1/2 inch angle brush, or maybe a 5/8. Alright, we're gonna go right here. And straight across here. There we go. While I'm over here and I got a little bit of paint on my edge here, I'm just going to clean that up and get my edge before before I forget. Alright. And we'll go right here as well. Okay, I'm going to grab this side next. Alright, makes that easier. Okay, and then we're going to start going up this finger, the index finger. Alright, just making sure I got this right. And here we go. Straight line across. Just had a little bead that I was cleaning up there. Now remember, if you get a little bit off, you can always, with your outlining, it will hide all of those imperfections. Which we know I have some. Little brush drags or whatever else. Okay. So this weekend, my daughter did her high school formal, prom, whatever you want, or junior high, sorry, formal, prom, whatever you want to call it. It was so fun getting her ready, but oh my gosh. Did this mama hurt? And then today has just been busy getting ready for our class tonight. Alright. Okay, I'm gonna just clean this up here. Smooth that out. Okay, let's grab the angle here. And angle here. Okay. And we got one more right up here. Okay. Smooth that out. Okay. We'll grab our edge. Grabbing this edge. Okay. Alright. Let's go back down to the bottom here. I'm going to throw the heat gun on for just one sec. We're going to do one more coat with our red. It is just a little bit blotchy. This will take out that. And one of the other secrets too with red is try to limit your brush strokes as much as you can. So you're going to want nice long brush strokes. Okay, this really helps. Okay. Next one. Okay. Oops. Okay. And right here. As well. smooth that out. Okay. Back up to our finger, our index finger. Okay. That one. Now let's get this one. Okay. My goodness, I am struggling with keeping my line straight, ain't I? There we go. If you are really struggling, you can always put painter's tape down as well. All right. Okay, so our red is done. Go ahead and throw that in our bottle. Flip that over. There we go. Okay. All right, so there's two different ways that you could paint the stars. You could first paint everything blue and then come back in and paint the stars. I hate doing tons of coats. You guys know that about me. It's one of my things. So I just painstakingly go around all of the stars. But if that's something that you don't want to do, you can go ahead and paint it all blue and then come back and paint the white. I find it a little bit harder to get the coverage. That's why I don't do it. All right, so I'm going to go ahead with our Blue Bayou. Okay. Alright. And I am going to get just a little bit smaller of a brush because of it. This one should work fine. Okay. See where we're at here. Okay. Now, one thing with these stars is they are going to be outlined with the gray, so the drizzle gray will hide a lot of it. And Blue Bayou is one of my favorite paint colors for blue because it seriously hides a lot. And it's pretty much a one and done color. Alright. Come up here. We're going to kind of go up the middle finger. That one up there. Oh, and the angle brush I'm using is a 3/8 angle. Alright, let me smooth that out over here. Get our edge there. Okay. Here. I kind of did these stars pretty random when I designed this, so they're not really set in place. I was really going for random. Okay, I'm going to smooth that out right here. These stars next. here, grab this side, and just smooth that out. I'm going to grab here and here. I'm going to come in here, grab this star next, just like so. Okay. Smooth that out. Same with here. Alrighty. Okay. Let's go here. I'm going to put it right here. Okay. And we'll go right around here, get this star, and these two stars in here. Here. Alright. I'll grab this edge right here. I can see just a little bit of brush strokes popping through, so I'm just kind of lightly cleaning this up just a bit. And we'll go right here. Okay. So just a little touch-ups. Okay. Down in here, this is where it gets a little confusing because we've got knuckles and everything else that it's moving around with. So I'm going to just go right here, and I'm just grabbing the edge of my angle brush and having it do the work. I'm not setting my full paintbrush down, so if it is getting too tight for how you would like to paint or what you feel comfortable, switch to a smaller brush. I used to not be able to do that. But also knowing that we've got drizzle gray going on and everything else kind of helps me so that I'm not too concerned about getting perfect star lines. Here, this one up, and then I'm going to go here and grab this star. Alright. And then we have a star right here I'm trying to be careful with. Because this is kind of like the thumb area. Here, right across. Okay, clean up this star. Just like that. And we have a nice little bump in here. I'm going to try and grab this with my brush here. Not mess it up too bad. There we go. Okay. You come right here, get this star edge. We'll even grab the edge here. And I've got this star right here, so we're going to grab this edge. Alright, here is another finger. It is bent down, it's probably the ring finger. Okay. I'm going to grab this star, and that one up. Okay. Alright. There we go. Open here up. And we get our star point right here. And I'm going to grab our edge. Alright. We have another star here towards the bottom. These two kind of run into. Okay. Here, I'm gonna go here and grab this one. I've got another star right over here. And we're gonna go right here. Okay. Alright. I don't know what my watch is saying, but okay, sure. Alright. And let's smooth this out. Same here. Alright. I'm going to grab right up here and get right here around our edge. Same with right here. There we go. Okay, I'm going to come back and you can see a couple of little brush strokes here that need some help. Just a little bit of touching up. Probably where the brush was a little bit thinner with paint. Alright. Okay, I'm going to start pulling the paint if I do any more, so I'm going to heat this up real quick. Okay, add just a little bit more of the Blue Bayou. Like I said, it's not enough to need a full second coat, just maybe some touch-ups. Okay, looks good. We put the Blue Bayou away. Here. Alright, so the next is our Drizzle Gray. I'm just going to actually use the cap of this. Okay, and let me grab a brush for ourselves. Okay, this is a number 0 spotter or liner brush. Okay. With the blue, we're gonna just come back in. And I'm kind of wanting a little bit thicker of a line, so I'm pushing down a little bit more. Right here, just cleaning up this line, liking the line there, kind of brush drag there. Okay. All right. Okay. And then we're going to go here. Okay. Alright, my hand is going to get caught if I don't do this one. So I'm going to hurry and do this one. This one I'll get from the other side. I grabbed a little bit of glue there. Let's see if we can get that fixed. Okay. And now go just a touch. Right there. Okay. There we go. Here. Okay. Just cleaning up our edge there. Alright. And just like that. Alright, we're gonna go here and here. Alright, and turning. Right there, let me get the edge there. Perfect. We're gonna go here and down here. Okay, and I'm gonna also get our star here. Okay. I'm not liking the point there. There we go. Just kind of keeping it nice and round points. Okay. Let's get this guy next. This one. Okay. 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 And our last one. Besides, let me flip over here. we're starting a new part of the star there. And then over here, let's curve, there we go. And let's clean up just one more time here. There we go. Perfect. I'm gonna go right here. Grab this star. Okay. This star. Come on, play nice there. And right here. Okay. Stars are done. And then because we've got a lot of white stripes, I kind of like to do a little bit of fun with my gray. Actually, we'll do the gray highlights in a minute. We'll do that in a second. Let's go back to our black here. Get some black. And I am not going to outline our stars. We're going to leave the stars with a gray outline. But I am going to go ahead and do our lines here. Let's see. I got to double make sure I'm in the right spot here. Give me just one sec here. Okay. Alright, so this is kind of where our thumb's like fatty part is that we're gonna start with. Pull this just a little closer. Do a little zigzag there. Right there. And I'm just going to get our line right there. Okay. We have a little line right here. That's also good. Okay. And while I'm right here, I'm going to go ahead and grab our line here. I grabbed a little bit of gray there, so just trying to clean that up. There we go. Just like that. Okay. And then we're going to finish out our thumb here. Do our little line here. And we're going to go right to here with our thumb. Okay, so right now, we will go ahead and get our fingers here. I'm just making sure I'm getting this right. So we've got that one. And our little pinky finger goes right. Sorry, I'm having a hard time seeing my lines here. Just making sure I'm doing this right. Okay. Okay, that's fine, because it goes right on that line there. Right like that. Okay. And we're going to do that there. Alrighty, and then up here at our knuckle, we'll have a little zigzag, and we're going to have that go through. here. Okay. And I'm going to grab right here and finish out our knuckles here. And I just realized I forgot a gray star there. Oops. I'll get that when I come back in to do highlights. Okay. This gray is still a little wet, so I'm going to avoid there for a minute and we'll finish up our lines here. Okay. Get our outline here. Our hand. Almost exact there. Let's get this line. We're going to catch up to our line here where our thumb was. Okay. And we'll go right here. Our line. And then right through here. Alright, I'm going to grab right here, getting our lines here. So, grab here. Okay. One more across here. And one more right here. There we go. Do a little zigzag here. And connect our fingers to an outline here. Okay. Okay. And then we're going to go ahead and start going through our other finger here. Okay. I like maybe a squiggly right in here. Okay. This got me just a little bit dinged up when I was going around. Get that fixed. And then we'll continue to attach here, like so. And then looks like I missed this line right here. So let's get this guy. Like that. Okay. And grab this real quick. Let me fix the star here. And then I will come back over and touch up where the black went there. Okay, so I'm going to just hit a little bit of highlights here, just like so, and here, and here, and here. Okay, I will be right back. Sorry, I had to finish this up the next day. The party came a little bit early, and so, anywho. What we're going to do is we just finished doing the gray highlights on the stripes. I'm going to do just a quick little gray around the edge here where our white is. Still using that 0 solder brush. And I'm just going to kind of go right here, kind of hit right there. This just kind of helps with the white because there is so much of it, to give it the highlights, basically. So instead of white, we're doing gray highlights. Just right through here. And then we'll go back and I will switch to the white highlight now. So our white paint. Maybe I can't get that lid off, so we'll put just a little bit in here. Alright, so I'm going to go right here where the hand is, and you can see when we get to the white there's no highlight. So sometimes we want that little extra, and that's why it's fun to kind of do both there. And then I'm going to just add a little white there just to brighten that up. And this white highlight, I'm going to focus more on the hand itself instead of like the inside stripes and all that kind of stuff as well. Right there as well. Okay, here. All right, so we have the white highlight there. White highlight through here, and right here as well. Okay. All right. Our next step is we're going to do our Mod Podge on the stars. And then remember, I did mix the two glitters. I mixed Stardust and Snow White of Lori's glitters together. It made a cute little combo of some silver and white, okay? I'm gonna grab me a Mod Podge brush. Stuff on my table got all mixed around, so I think I might be moving my table in the studio, so we might have a different angle next week. Alrighty, I'm gonna go right here. I'm gonna grab these stars. Smooth that out. I forgot to grab my paper, so I'll just try and be a little careful. Okay, right through here. And grab the paper. Alright, so we got one done. So here, with our next ones, I'm actually going to move up here and grab right here first. Just smoothing out and start for the shape here. Okay, I'll take the glue off of there real quick, and we're going to just sprinkle, sprinkle. Okay. Okay, got right here. I'm kind of just trying to get right where the white is. If I go a little bit over with the onto the gray, it's okay, but I'm just trying to stay in the white as much as I can. Okay, let me get some of this glitter here. We're starting to get off the spinner. Hi, welcome. I'll be right back. Sorry about that. We had a customer pop in. All right, let me get back to the Mod Podge here. Threw my brush in the water, so just clean that up. All right, so we're gonna just start right here, like I said before, just trying to get the Mod Podge inside kind of the gray area. So our white. Make it right here next. Remember with Mod Podge, you do want to work a little bit faster because it does dry pretty fast. That's why I'm not Mod Podging and then glittering everything. Plus it's less of a mess when you do it that way, or more of a mess because you've got glitter kind of going all over the place. But what I'm trying to do is see if we can get some of the Mod Podge here in the right direction of when I shake this glitter, it will go in the right way. Perfect. Okay, we got 3 more. Making sure I didn't miss any like I did before. Guy right here. And we'll get right around our hand, work our knuckle here. Let's see if we can make one more before it dries out. And you do want about a medium to thick amount of Mod Podge when you're doing this. I'm going to just touch up right here, make sure we're right here. We were getting a little tacky, so I'm just going to add just a little more glue here. Alright. Now if it goes tacky on you, the reason you don't want it to get tacky is that's when it doesn't really hold on to the glitter as much. So you want it pretty fresh. Alright guys, we got it. Give me 1 second because Lord knows I'm going to dump this glitter everywhere. Grab another paper. I've been trying to be better at not getting glitter everywhere on my desk. Okay. This one here. And then expand out here and you can see our cute peace sign. Isn't it cute? Alright guys, thank you so much. Hopefully we can do a live another day with the class and everything, and we had switched the schedule again, so I didn't have too much notice. So I will see you guys all later. You guys have a wonderful day, and I cannot get the camera any better, so bye guys. Sorry about that, we had a customer pop in. Alright, let me get back to the Mod Podge here. Threw my brush in the water, so just clean that up. Alright, so we're going to just start right here, like I said before, just trying to get the Mod Podge inside kind of the gray area. So our white. And glitter there. Right here. Okay. There's that one. Make it right here next. Remember with Mod Podge, you do want to work a little bit faster because it does dry pretty fast. That's why I'm not Mod Podging and then glittering everything. Plus it's less of a mess when you do it that way, or more of a mess because you've got glitter kind of going all over the place. But what I'm trying to do is see if we can get some of the Mod Podge here in the right direction of when I shake this glitter, it will go in the right way. Perfect. Okay, we got 3 more. Making sure I didn't miss any like I did before. Right. Okay. So I can get this guy right here. And we'll get right around our hand, work our knuckle here. Let's see if we can make one more before it dries out. And you do want about a medium to thick amount of Mod Podge when you're doing this. I'm going to just touch up right here. Make sure we're right here. We were getting a little tacky, so I'm just going to add just a little more glue here. All right. Now, if it goes tacky on you, the reason you don't want it to get tacky is that's when it doesn't really hold on to the glitter as much. So you want it pretty fresh. All right, guys, we got it. Give me 1 second, because Lord knows I'm gonna dump this glitter everywhere. And let me grab another paper. I've been trying to do better at not getting glitter everywhere on my desk. Okay. This one here. And then expand out here and you can see our cute peace sign. Isn't it cute? Alright guys, thank you so much. Hopefully we can do a live another day with the class and everything, and we had switched the schedule again, so I didn't have too much notice. So I will see you guys all later. You guys have a wonderful day, and I cannot get the camera any better. So bye guys.